Holy crap, I'm firing it over greens. Now, when you get a text message like this, it's like one of them like, do I open it or do I not? Well, anyway, this is a little bit of a backstory. Nathan, he dropped me this text message after coming to a lesson with me, I'm gonna say about three and a half weeks ago. Now, he came to me for the first time and he said, look, I've been working with my other coach that I've seen for the last 2 or 3 years, trying to really shallow this downswing. You know, the move we all look to do if we're getting a little steep, little slicey, little weak shots. And I was like, Nathan, mate, yeah, I can 100% see you're doing that move. I can even see like you're trying to make that sort of motorcycle drill. I was like, there's nothing else I can add to that. There was one thing that stuck out to me literally as clear as day. Now, I'm just heading to the 3rd hole here at Mottram Hole. It's a par 3 over water. And I need to show you what I showed Nathan because I feel so many of us are looking at our downswing as a thing that we need to fix, where actually the root cause most of the time somewhere else and much earlier on in the swing. It was as clear as day. And when I show you this, it will make so much sense. Why am I getting nervous over the 3rd hole here? I bring my lessons here all the time and now I know what anxiety they have. Think about this logic. This was as clear as day. I'm just gonna hold my 4-iron here to show you. As I just said, Nathan was smashing this move on the downswing. I was like, that is poetry. But imagine this, right? You could do this downswing as good as you could do it, right? And what I mean by that is work our wrist into this flexion as much as you can on the downswing. But hear me out. If we open that face and get cupped at the top, even if we feel a great deal of this, we're still gonna leave that face a little bit open. We're still gonna leave little weak shots. And actually, I'll be honest with you, if you're trying to shallow that club and your club face isn't correct at the top, it's gonna absolutely kill you. You're gonna hit those shots where you're like, oh my God, I've got it one time. When you get under pressure like this, 9 times out of 10, it'll evade you. 168. I told you this was a tough hole. I'll be honest with you, after our lesson, it wasn't all roses. That's why this email came around 3 weeks later. He said to me, Alex, I can get it on the range and I'm feeling good, but when I take it to the course, I just can't get it. I can't trust it. Now, this is where I came up with a master plan for him. And at the top of the backswing, this is vitally important and part of my master plan. This position right here is too cupped and lead to a ridiculously open face. Yes, I am exaggerating this a little bit. Now, this at the top is what I showed Nathan. We want to be somewhere more here. So you see how my left wrist is so much flatter, like ridiculously flat. And what you've got to think that is, the more we're open at the top of the backswing, essentially, the more like you have to do on the way down. I've gone for 6-iron on this hole. I was testing this earlier, this position at the top, and something that I to be fair, need a little bit more in my game. And Nathan's email read he was hitting it through greens. So I was like, that means he must be like a club longer. I'm gonna test myself here. 6-iron into win, this would usually be 5-iron. I feel a little bit of pressure here. Why do I do this? I've also got a brand new golf ball. RIP golf ball? Let's find out. And my master plan was simple, about bridging that gap of, you know, smashing it like an absolute god on the range and not being able to do it on the course. I said to him, right, make a rehearsal swing, go to your address position, put your phone in front of you, and then I want you to make a backswing where you get it in the green, okay? And hold it for 3 seconds, you know, really like get that feeling of what is the opposite. From here to here, it feels like you're like this, and that's crazy. Then you're ready to hit. On this channel, we've all been super lucky to spend time with Carl Morris. He's a genius, that bloke. This is what he would say. You've got to keep reminding your brain of little cues of how you're going to access this. Now, I appreciate we might say this is slightly on the technical side, but I do think sometimes little cues like this help us bridge that gap. Right, here we go. This is a long 6-iron into wind, but my data on that range said otherwise. Oh, it's straight down the throat. Please be good. Go, 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 go. I also got a green on the data here too. And that's proof in the pudding. Wow. That felt like a hot knife through butter, that. I literally didn't feel like I hit the shot. Let's go and see where this is. So we're gonna play 3 holes in this video and I'm gonna use this on every single shot because I wanna see if me being more in tune to one simple swing thought I get the same effects as what Nathan had. And you know what? I'll be giving him a call saying, it didn't only work for you, Nathan, but it also works for me. The simple idea to this is, the better you get the top of the backswing position, and we'll call it here, right? The less you have to do on the way down. Simple things, the less you have to do, the less there is to go. Oh my God, he's got a birdie chance. The less that there is to go wrong. The more cut we are, no matter how good our downswing is, we've just got to get it nailed. And that makes it super, super, super hard. And when I say we're playing 3 holes, we're going to use just the 3 par 3s here at Mottram Hall. As I said, we just started with the one over the water, put ourselves under pressure. Why not? Now, interestingly, you can use this with putter, but we didn't talk about this with Nathan. We won't be talking about that here. I'm still between putter grips, by the way. She is. Look at that shot. And really interesting, like, look where it pitched. When you strike a ball properly, you get way more spin. And that's something we want, right? Way more spin. I'm going to start this vlog with a birdie, I think. Certainly going to try. Oh, I've got to put my glove on. That's going to feel super weird. I also said this to Nathan, right? Par 3s are a measure of how good your ball striking is. If you're... Let me hold this, guys. Oh, it was right in the jaws. If you're not on it with your irons, there's not got like a shot to recover. Like, you know, if you hit like a bit of a squiffy driver and it ends up okay and down there, you're like, oh, that'll do. On a hole like this over water, you don't have that. On the next par 3 we're gonna play, you certainly don't have that too. This email also read from Nathan, apart from being a club longer and smashing it over the back, he said he put it in here, like down there. He said, it feels like really exaggerated, and without feeling it and getting the data, he wouldn't believe that he was in the position. And it's funny, I think sometimes you just need a device or a training aid or something just to prove it's in the right spot. Right, I'm gonna head, I'm trying to remember what hole it is now. 7, let's go again. We've got 206 middle, and what we've got back, 222, slightly downwind. Is it ridiculous for me to hit a 5-iron? I'm gonna try it. I'm going to be confident about this. We've hit 1 out of 1 green. We just left the putt short for birdie. Let's even go for 2 for 2. I know you're probably thinking, Alex, you can't use a training aid in a competition. How did Nathan do this? He was just playing around with his mates and trying to work on his game. You know when you have those rounds where you go out, it's just a friendly, and I said to him, just put it on. Your mates aren't going to care. This is going to allow us to bridge that gap between when you're on the range, ripping it, getting that feeling, to then seeing that feedback out on the golf course and going, you know what, I can do this. Unless you see that, and to really make this simple, we use the top of the backswing rehearsal drill. And the weighted drill, or the loose arm wrestle, I like this one. Number 3, watch face extension. This is what we had as our ideas at the top of the backswing, to make sure we didn't go like too far this way, but certainly like this. So let's start this drill. We're gonna go with irons and hybrids. And I mentioned again the routine I told Nathan to have. You first, right, you can see your phone, even stand a little bit closer to be fair. Take that address position, let it click in and go here to the top, capture it in the green, okay? And really make sure we can see our hack motion device. It's not closer, because if I do that now, and this is what Nathan said, if I make a bad rep where I either get like this, I see it's in the red, I know I need to make another practice swing, or if I do it too much and I exaggerate it, again, I then need to do another practice swing. So it's qualifying that mental side of this so you have confidence. I also still believe this. You don't actually have to have the hack motion. This just gives you precise data. So let's do it, just as we did there. We've hit 1 out of 1 greens. I've gone 5-iron with 204 here, right. Boom, boom, tick. Right, that's the feel. Walk into the shot. Let's just work to that same feel, Alex. Oh my goodness me, that was smoked. Oh my gosh. We just registered a green. So not only, oh my God, we're on the green here on a 206 yard par 3 and I hit a 5-iron. Holy mother. Now, I mentioned, that was really bumpy, oh my God, my clubs don't fall off. I mentioned data on the range, and I hit countless shots this morning, really getting that feeling. I want to start off by showing you the dispersion. Look at that, tight. That's with 7-iron, okay? Then my average carry with 7-iron was 168.4. Now, I want to clarify something here. That is with a range ball. I carried that range ball exactly the same distance as I carry my 7-iron flat out on the golf course, normal golf ball. So I was like, oh, okay, this is what Nathan was seeing. Having this meant all the work he'd done on the downswing was just coming and going click, 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 and working. Look at that shot right there. Oh my God, we've got a cracking shot for birdie. Well, it's a bit outside of it really. But yeah, back to this data. Ball speed 117.7, and look at this shot here. I actually got one of the ball speeds at a 123.8, a 173 carry, 7/8 spin with 89.5 club head speed. I repeat this again, the better you get this backswing, the more you're in a position then on the way down for it to be consistent. Think about it logically. I used it really nice and simple here. The less you have to do on the way down, the more likely we are to hit shots just like this. If you have tried this, I'd love to hear some feedback from you. Okay, here we go. Go on, go this way. Oh, that is a knee knocker. I've left myself one here, haven't I? Left myself one here. Why does this get bigger and bigger every time I look at it? Left half. Whew. We've hit 2 for 2 greens with a 6-iron and a 5-iron out of the screws. Let's go on to the last, which is definitely one of the toughest. I know it's not got water this hole, but in today's wind, it's downhill. There's so much to contend with. So let's head to 16. I was going to 12, but 16 is a much better hole. I can't believe I didn't share this. I've not been truthful with you. Nathan, I'm just going down 18 here, didn't just practice this on the course. Of course he didn't. He did countless reps on the range, but also just, you know, at home in the living room watching the golf. Watching, I'm sure, like the Irish Open with Rory McIlroy on the TV, feeling these positions, knowing if you get it in the green, if you get it in the amber, or if you're totally out of whack and get it in the red. Because that's just basically, essentially, like confirming great habits, confirming what positions you want to do, and making a better backswing, a position in the swing which happens slower, so therefore you can control it more. I say this to every one of my golfers. I say it and I absolutely swear by it. When you're playing golf, you're essentially a racing car. When you go into the corner better, so having a better backswing, you come out of the corner better and faster, therefore a better downswing, more controllable results. Why have they done that to me? Have you seen where they put this flag? The flag here today on 16 is right at the back. I mean, from the back tee here, it measures 230 yards to the middle. It is about 20 yards downhill, so a 210 shot. Let's stick to the routine. Let's do it again. I must be crazy before, Ryan, but we're going for it. I think it's also really important to point out, if you have wrist-related issues in general in your golf swing, so let's say you're flipping through the golf ball. If you're open at the top, right? Think about this logically. If you're open at the top, on the way down, you have to do so much from here in a short space. It's only actually going to result in this kind of motion. And to be quite honest with you, really that kind of motion when you're really open is the only way you actually have a chance of hitting a half decent shot. So the moral of this video right here is, if you've got wrist-related issues in your golf swing, whether it's whipping it inside, opening it, closing it, let's go back to simple basics. And this is what stuck out to me as clear as day with Nathan. He just wasn't getting the start right. Something that was really easy to control, really easy to work on, both on home, on the range, and here on the golf course. And this is the transferable way he did it. Go to address. Right, that's it. See the watch. See the watch. Here we go. That's it here. See the watch. See the watch. Get the green, 3 streak, come down. I mean, look how little I've now got to manipulate. Just watch this. It makes it clear as day. Bad, right? On the way down, I've got to really feel loads of this or loads of this just to have a chance of pointing this club remotely somewhere near target. Let's see if we can finish this video with a par. I've pulled the stocks out here. I've got 4-iron. I've chosen a hard hole. And you know what? I'm annoyed that I just showed you the wrong one and it's ruined me nice 3 green streak. Oh well, all for making you feel better about your game. This is super important. If it's something you're struggling and risk related and you've been looking at downswing and you're getting intermittent results, backswing is where we should probably start. Oh my God, that was smoked. Get that bouncing. It ain't back there. It's on the front fringe. But what a shot, and we got another green. Get in there. Look at this putt we have here. Look at where it is. Oh, that is gonna be a tough putt. And you know what's even better about this story, right? From Nathan's point of view, he'd already done what most people classify as the hard work. Feeling that motorcycle drill, feeling that shallowing of the club in the downswing. It just wasn't a repeatable motion because he wasn't in a good position at the top. And when he did get this, he started shooting shots like he never had before. I mean, you can see it in this video, right? Look how I've struck it. Look how straight this ball flight has gone and how windy it is. Get up, get up. Please stay, please stay. Whew. It's not a great putt, and I've definitely left myself under pressure for making a par here. Oh, I feel robbed. I nearly walked it. I nearly walked it. Well, that's the end of this video. If you did enjoy this, and don't forget, if you're something in the hack motion that you're looking for, use my link down below. You can save a little bit of money, and it's the best device out in the market if you're looking to get better ball striking, understand how the wrists work. Thanks for watching.